This video is on Lord Kubera, and this episode is regarding another unique entity called Apsara, who is central to the functioning of Kubera. This is episode number 8 in the series of videos on the subject Kubera. Each of us would have heard the name Apsara. Even though occasionally enough, some people casually mention this word during their talks in compatibility with the situation. The said word Apsara is mentioned even in some of the mantras pertaining to Hindu religion. Another terminology which gets mentioned often in the mantras alongside the word Apsara is Gandharva. But in this particular episode, I will strictly confine myself to the narration of word Apsara. We will take up the detailing of Gandharva in the subsequent episodes. Common belief is that the word Apsara means a beautiful lady. But this notion is correct only to a small extent. In reality, the word Apsara can broadly be defined as whichever or whatever that attracts us and thereby creates an inner urge in us to possess the same. This is a profound statement, and it happens to be true definition of Apsara. The above definition destroys the misgivings that we have regarding terminology called Apsara. Of course, a beautiful lady or a handsome boy could certainly attract us. There is no doubt about it. But there are huge number of other things also, such as landed property, buildings, gold, silver, and so on, by which we get attracted and therefore we wish to possess them. If we venture to make a list of such things, the same will be infinitely long indeed. Further, some people may love quality and some people love quantity in what they do and what they produce. Some may believe in specialization and somebody else could be interested in indulging in multitasking. Some people could have immense love and urge for sex, and another person would like to be a celibate. On the other hand, some individuals could be keen on taking revenge. In fact, each of these are goals. In Hinduism, all these goals are called as Apsaras. Apsaras are innumerable in numbers and also in size and quantums. The said goals, that is Apsaras, get deeply embedded in our memory after having observed by us in the outside world. Subsequently, we tend to recollect them time to time. Whenever such recollections take place, we appreciate and get swayed by the beauty and elegance of these Apsaras. This saga is termed as Apsara dancing inside our brain arena. This happens time to time, and each time Apsara's beauty gets cherished by us again and again, and the urge for it gets multiplied within us like wildfire. This is the exact reason as to why Apsaras are termed as dancers in Indra's court. The said Indra is none other than ourselves. Unfortunately, we foolishly presume that Indra is somewhere else and he lives somewhere else and that we have got nothing to do with him. Further, Apsaras, that is goals, can change partially or they can change entirely as the time passes, and depending upon person's education, experience, knowledge levels, circumstances faced, etc. Beauty and elegance of Apsaras itself can change seasonally. They can also change by age. Fresh Apsaras can get evolved based on the technical advancement that we experience in the current times. Goals, that is Apsaras, have to be chosen carefully, meticulously and methodically, weighing our abilities, our core strengths, financial capabilities, situations prevailing in our family, and so on. The choices of Apsaras made by us are bound to become crucial in future times, in the sense that they can shape or break our entire life. Before Kubera within us sets apart to capture the particular Apsara, we need to carefully assess as to what additional resources could be needed by us after we manage to capture the Apsaras. We need to question ourselves whether we can afford them. In case we feel that we cannot afford, then the particular Apsara should be abandoned, and at least he should be kept in abeyance. Aiming to fulfill enormously large goals, that is Apsaras, which are beyond our means and efforts, could finally lead to utter disappointments. Such a wrong choice of Apsara can prove to be a door for major disaster to happen. The same could lead us to depression at the end. Sometimes the people with weak minds could choose to commit suicide without being able to bear the fallout resulting out of the pursuing the wrong Apsara. Kubera with this large set of army, which also includes Gandharvas, is the entity who goes after the Apsaras, captures them, and then surrenders them to the Jivatman, that is to ourselves. This is the basic reality of Apsaras. The word Apsara itself is of Sanskrit origin. The word can be split into two portions, Apa and Sara. In Sanskrit, Apa means water, Sara means that which moves. Therefore, Apsara means that which moves in water. Here we should imply water as our blood stream. Our memory floats in blood, and Apsara, the goal, gets embedded in our memory. In the next episode, I propose to narrate the categorization of Apsaras and the sample names of Apsaras and their implications. We will meet once again in the next episode. Thank you for listening.